edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Matt Breida, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Breida, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
1st and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That'll be complete to Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Breida, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Ross Travis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Burrow.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run with Singletary. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Burrow. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 37. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll move the chains. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 10, Texans nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Jake Elliott set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Singletary here running out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Singletary. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Number 80. No gain on the
Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The Jaguars take over.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd down, Burrow to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Houston.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns, as they'll have to do battle with the Denver Broncos. More good stuff later in the afternoon. One being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Tennessee Titans. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
And now out comes Houston. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 11. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
7-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First,
and he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
and
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
it's a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's a
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good.
And that will swell the lead to 16.
26. Jaguars 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 23-yard.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He was brought
Give him a
down.
couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Complete on the throwaway.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over and just doing all the right things.
23-yard line.
That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick, more than a spacey.
And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it.
The quarterback keeps it. Fumbled on the play.
Right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
At the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Here's Clement. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Texans.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's taken in by Stewart, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the
5-yard line.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escape, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Fumble on the play.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose.
Joe Burrow sacked.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Texans 36, Jaguars 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 30, past the 20, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play.